devotee, or his Krishna Balram Jesus' first expansion. Sri Advaita Prabhu, Bhakta Avataram, right? Or Vishnu Tattva. He's Vishnu Tattva, but incarnation of a devotee. These Bhakt Akhyam, known as devotee, Akhyam. Who is that?
Gadadhar.
Shiva's Pandit. And Bhakta Shakti is Gadar Pandit. Maybe Preeti Mataji will make a table from this verse, right? It'll be nice. Mataji will...
to do that, but I lost in between.
No worries, we'll do again. We'll do 5 times. That's Panchatattva. Maybe you can make a table for the festivals too by month. It'll be nice. We can publish that on our website too. And this is also nice topic to publish some prayers for Panchatattva. So this mantra and Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, and we can connect. We can connect. So let's do it one more time. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa. So that's number 1. Who is personality number 1? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Correct? Right? Who is Swarupakam? Swa means self, his own expansion. Who is that? Nityananda Prabhu. I'm just writing in brief. Bhakta Avatar. Advaita Acharya. Okay. Advaita Acharya. Then comes who? Bhakta Akhyam, known as devotee. Akhyam, known as devotee, who is Srivas. And who is number
Gadadhar left. Now Bhakta Shakti.
Bhakta Shakti. Gadar Pandit, as we know, expansion of Radharani. So everyone should try to remember this prayer also. It is a nice prayer for Panchatattva. Shloka 7.6 Adi Leela. You already know the first one. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Any questions now? Is it okay? You can now make a table. Okay. So where were we? Is it okay now? So we covered a lot of things here. We understood a little bit about Advaita Acharya, but primarily he is Vishnu avatar. That's what we have to. He is the mixed avatar for Sadashiva, and Sadashiva also is actually basically that Krishna who comes in contact with the material energy. Shiva is also like Kshiram Yatha Dibikara Vishesha Yoga, milk in touch with that, what do you call, what do you call that? To turn the milk to yogurt?
Fermentation.
What do you call that? Sour?
Fermentation.
Fermentation. You call fermentation?
Fermentation is a process, but the sour curd that we add to get it curdled.
Prabhuji, in Hindi we call it jamun. I don't know English what you call
Okay,
it.
you all got it. So that basically that milk which comes in contact with the material world is Shiva. So he's also no ordinary person. So yeah. Okay. So we can offer, those who have Panchatattva pictures, deities, they can offer, but not to not to Gadar Pandit and Shivas Pandit. And we also, if someone needs more reference, page 54, remember, in book. So it's not, oh, Shabila said that, he said that, she said that. No, the book, the Shastras say that, right? So it's always good to go back to the scriptures. And the reason also, Prabhupada is clearly mentioning, Advaita Acharya is Ishwar Tattva, not Shakti Tattva. Shakti Tattva, Jiva Tattva, we don't offer, right? We can offer in their hands as their offering to their master. Any questions here? Let's read further. Anyone else wants to read?
I can read Prabhuji.
Yes. Yes, Mataji, please.
Loud cries of Sri Advaita Acharya. Excerpt from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Adi Khanda 2.80 to 84. Sri Advaita Acharya would enthusiastically worship Krishna with Tulsi manjaris and Ganges water. The Gautamiya Tantra is quoted in the Hari Bhakti Vilas 11.110 as follows. Tulsi das matrena jalasya shulukena va vitriniti swam atmanam bhaktibhyo bhaktavatsala. Sri Krishna, who is very affectionate toward his devotees, tells himself to a devotee who offers merely a tulsi leaf and a palm full of water. Tulsi Manjari is a Mahabhagvat and Tariya Vastu, which is related to the Supreme Lord. Gangaja refers to the nectar emanating from the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, or the ingredient used in worshipping Krishna. Various foodstuffs are offered to Krishna with Tulsi Manjaris, which are dear to Krishna, and Ganges water, which purifies the world. Sri Advaita Prabhu began to continuously worship Krishna with such ingredients in order to amend the polluted form of Dwapar Yuga worship practiced at the time. His intention was that living entities would give up sense gratification and become devotees by seeing the behavior of pure Mahajans. He loudly called for Krishna in great spiritual ecstasy. That sound vibration pierced the covering of the universe and was heard in the Vaikuntha planets. Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu was a plenary incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Therefore, by his great endeavor and influence, his chanting of Krishna's names crossed beyond the enjoying realm and sensual perception of the material world and echoed in the supreme abode of Vishnu, the transcendental Vaikuntha lokas, which are composed of pure goodness. Within this universe, there are 14 planetary systems, among which Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka are situated at the top of the three worlds. Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu engaged in Lord Hari's service by chanting the names of Krishna, which crossed beyond these planets, born of the material modes of nature, and entered into the transcendental realm of Vaikuntha, which is free of all anxiety. Should I go on, Prabhuji? On hearing Advaita Prabhu's cries of love, Lord Krishna personally appeared, for he is controlled by the love of his devotees. Therefore, Advaita Acharya is the best of all Vaishnavas. There is no comparison to his devotional service in the entire universe. Back to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. This picture kind of illustrates what we just read. And this happened at Sri Advaita Vat, which is near Mayapur, about an hour drive. So if next time you're going, or one should certainly plan to go to all these holy places. It's very, very important. You know, ISKCON arranges yatras, different temples arrange yatras, different Maharajas arrange yatras. One should take the most advantage, plan out. These yatras are planned way ahead of time, like, you know, sometimes like even like a 1 year in advance. Like if you have to register for Kartik Yatra, which is going to happen after 6 months, you have to like register now. So one should try to go. And for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, these three places are very, very important. And for all of us, Vrindavan, Raja, right? That includes Govardhan, Mathura, etc., etc. Then Jagannath Puri, that includes nearby multiple holy places, and that Mayapur. Other now one may say, well, can I not go to Haridwar? Can I not go to Badrikashram? Can I not go to Rameshwaram, Ayodhya, this, that? Well, we're not stopping anyone. But again, as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we should certainly go to these holy places. We can't cover everything in one go, but plan nicely so that we can see, right? Otherwise, when will we go? Time is flying. Already 40, 50 years, whatever our ages are, have passed. And this is the prime time has gone, actually, right? The prime time, but still we are capable. We are, Krishna has blessed us. We can still go. So one should make plans, either individually or if one can go with family, with devotees, that's always best. Let's see what works best, right? One should certainly make plan. Otherwise, what do we, we like for devotees, vacation means what? Vacation means spiritual yatras. That should be the meaning of vacation. Okay, we'll take a break from work for a week or two, whatever is feasible, and we absorb ourselves in more reading, hearing, chanting, dham seva, hearing about those pastimes, meeting Vaishnavas there, serving them, serving dham, absorbing in the mood, doing parikramas, very, very important. So one should try to go to all these holy places. So last time we were there, at Shantipur, this happened. And the Shantipur, the next story also, which we are going to read, that also happened. And also this basically the loud crying, offering tulsi leaf and Ganga water, simple, and crying for Krishna, please come. And I was hearing classes this morning by His Grace Amarendra Prabhu in Alachua, old recording. He's not in Alachua currently. But he was comparing Advaita Acharya's personality to Srila Prabhupada. And I really like that analogy or that comparison, that how, and actually the Pujari at Sri Advaita Advaita Shantipur, at Shantipur, Advaita Vat is actually in Vrindavan, where Advaita Acharya found the Madan Gopal deities or Madan Mohan deities. That's another story altogether. But back to Shantipur, Mayapur. This is the place where Prabhupada used to also go before he came to the West and cry, but my Guru has given me such a big mission. How will I successfully complete it? Prabhupada was crying the Ganges of his loving tears, calling out. And he was at Radha Damodar temple. What could be a better holy place? But he came here. So I really like that comparison, that how he started the Krishna consciousness movement. And we read the same line that Advaita Acharya started the Krishna conscious movement, and Prabhupada kind of like took it to the next level by spreading it globally. So Krishna hears the call. That call transcends all the upper, lower, middle planets and goes all the way back home at the lotus feet. Iha taha vistarite hanis phale prema phala iha mali se nitya shravan adi chala. The gardener is putting water of Shravan, Kirtan. The fruit of love of God is rising up and up in the spiritual world and transcends all these 14 planetary systems. So we have one or two more pages. So there are a lot of classes on Advaita Acharya, which you can feel free to hear. A quick story. There's a drama we did in India. I've shared that in Hindi. If you wish to see, you can see. But let's read this quick passage. Anyone would like to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat. Thank you.
Yes, true.
Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam, all praise to Srila Prabhupada. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu beat Advaita Acharya. Excerpt from Sri Chaitanya Chaitamrita Adilila 17.68. Advaita Acharya was a disciple of Madhavendra Puri, Ishwara Puri's spiritual master. Therefore, Ishwara Puri, the spiritual master of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, was Advaita Acharya's godbrother. In view of this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu treated Advaita Acharya as a spiritual master. But Advaita Acharya did not like this behavior of Lord Chaitanya, for he wanted to be treated as his eternal servant. Advaita Prabhu's aspiration was to be a servant of the Lord, not his spiritual master. He therefore devised a plan to antagonize the Lord. He began to explain the path of philosophical speculation in the midst of some unfortunate Mayavadis. And when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard about this, he immediately went there and in a very angry mood began to beat Advaita Acharya. At this time, Advaita Acharya, greatly pleased, began to dance, saying, "Just see how my desire has now been fulfilled. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to treat me honorably for so long, but now he is treating me neglectfully. This is my reward. His affectionate for me is so great that he wanted to save me from the hands of the Mayavadis." Hearing that statement, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was somewhat ashamed, but he was very pleased with Advaita Acharya. Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Well, me and one of my friends, we did this drama last year. It was so much fun. But the mood here is that Advaita Acharya, he was like, he came much before, like Mahaprabhu's father's age, kind of. So Mahaprabhu would give a lot of respect to him as a father, superior, teacher. And Advaita Acharya didn't want that, didn't like that, right? Bhakt Avataram, right? Yes, this Bhakt Avatar, Vanchatatvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam, Bhakt Avataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. So Bhakt Avatar and Bhakt Avatar, how can he get respect from Krishna Swarupa or Krishna Rupa, Krishna Bhakta Rupa? He didn't like that. And he knew that he's not just an ordinary person, he's Swayam Bhagavan. So at certain occasions, Mahaprabhu did show and did allow, also called as, Mahaprakash Leela, that he did allow everyone to offer him whatever they wanted to offer, right? And like Bhagavan, he accepted everything in the Mahaprakash Leela, granted anything they wanted and accepted anything they wanted to give, right? Literally anything. So, but on other occasions, most occasions, he would, not do that. But Advaita Acharya wanted, so this is real mercy. Real mercy does not mean glory. See, real mercy he felt, chastisement was the real mercy. This is a great key takeaway. So I really liked. Okay, so we have 3 minutes, 4 minutes there. Let's take some lessons from Advaita Acharya's life. Would anyone like to share something struck you, something you already knowing, something you want to share? Any lessons, any takeaways, any inspirations, any prayers? Let's take a few thoughts in the last few minutes. Anyone? Anything you want to paraphrase in your words that really helps? Also.
Hey, Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. A lot of points that I learned about Advaita Acharya. Prabhuji, the paragraph that I read as well as the shloka from Adilila, Panchamakam shloka. I'll wait for Preeti Mataji to share that sheet and then contemplate on it. Yeah, it's lot learned. Thank you, Prabhuji. And the last statement that you just mentioned, chastisement is the best. That's the biggest mercy. I mean, the way that Advaita Acharya took it.
Yes.
And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's, I mean, completely opposite to the material world. Saying a word itself is a. I take it in a with the kids and so forth. They are not respecting, and what to speak of beating, and that to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya, completely age, and that's the mood of Chaitanya Advaita Acharya towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, waiting for that situation to happen, and now he's ready for anything from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and now that he got this chastisement, he's very happy. Good to know, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. Very nice. Another beautiful point is how, with so much intensity, prema, bhava, he would chant that Lord personally descended. So we can pray that we also try to chant on this appearance day of Advaita Acharya, chant with that mood, chant with that intensity, chant with that as if I really mean, Krishna, please come, enter in my heart, enter in my life. I'm struggling. I need you. I want you. My life is shallow without you, is hollow without you. Until we have that mood, how will okay, अपना तो चल रहा है Krishna, चलो माला बोला है तो कर लेते हैं, right? It's right. Right? Somehow I've told my guru I'll chant, so we can chant with that mood. That's fine. It will have some effect. For sure, it will have some effect. But when we chant with the mood, Krishna, I really need you. I really need you. My life, the anarthas are killing me, right? Every day. And the vacuum in my life. So then we'll chant the different mood. Tatra lalyam iti mulyam. So we can pray to Advaita Acharya to chant with that mood. Any other thought, comment? Anyone else has?
Prabhuji, one was just tingling in my brain here. Vishnu Tattva, right, Prabhuji? Advaita Acharya is Vishnu Tattva, and Mahavishnu himself. Mahavishnu himself is not able to solve the problem, the material problem of everybody. So is it should we take it like a Leela, like Krishna's Leela to come here, and the other way of taking, right, Prabhu, we learned like Krishna want to experience the Prema Tattva from Radharani, and that's how he descended like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the second way is Advaita Acharya calling, though he's a Vishnu. No,
right. Yeah. The second way is mentioned. We should not think, oh, Advaita Acharya cannot solve the problem. I mean, so because we can say, oh, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. Well, why didn't he preach in the West? Could he not preach in the West? Of course he could, but right. So why did Prabhupada only open 108 temples? Why not 1,000,008 temples? Right? So where will we because they want us to get the credit. Otherwise, they've given us so much, but they want their next generation to also do their best, right? So that should be the mood that, of course, Prabhupada could do. Prabhupada could make, or Lord Chaitanya could make 1,000,000 temples across the globe. Why not, right? He's Swayam Bhagwan. He can do anything he wants just by a mere thought, right? But he wants to give the credit to his devotees. So, my dear friends, I want to share one thing which will basically help to promote participation. Many of you take classes, many of you are teachers. It's a very nice thing which I recently learned, how people learn or how, and you think, so when we read something, we only get 10% of it, right? This is learning pyramid, you can say. The idea is to reflect, to share something, to reflect back in your words, paraphrase. When we hear, so like now two senses are engaged, the eyes and the ears, there's 10% more. When we see it also, like some visuals or some graphs we do, the learning enhances, right? We see the object or see something, visuals, um, diagrams, something like it helps. And we do both, so 50%. But when we say, when we write, right? So, or when we reflect, when we speak back, when we discuss, further learning enhances, retention enhances. And when we do it, like application, it goes further deeper. Very similar, some other people have also shared lecture, reading, audiovisual, demonstration, discussion, practice doing, and then when we teach others, oh, I learned about Panchatattva today, then you'll go further. So very important things. So please participate for your own good and for the good of everyone. And many of you are teachers in schools and in Bhakti. So for a teacher, this is very important to engage the students. As you see, many devotees take classes, they pause. Like especially I've seen this with His Grace Vishishika Prabhu. He pauses after every 10-15 minutes. Let's share some thoughts. Please tell me, take some reflections. Very important, right? So please participate. When I take kids class also, I do this a lot. It helps. It helps me. It helps. The goal of the teacher is not how much they know. Correct? That's not the goal of the teacher. The goal of the teacher is how much the teacher can help the students to learn something. Not just like superficially. The teacher may know PhD. The teacher may know a lot about mathematics. But if he cannot communicate to the students, then what good is that knowledge? So these are some things which will help. So I humbly request you to please participate when I share, when I ask or request you, please share some thought, please share some reflection or anything you learned, anything take away, any comment. Please try to comment or even write or yeah, it really helps. Okay, so let's pray to Sri Advaita Acharya primarily so that we can pray intensely. Prayer basically means chanting, so chant intensely, pray hard, and it's doable. Prayer will call Krishna in our heart, in our lives, in our community, in our family, right? And don't think ourselves as the doer. Be submissive, be humble. Let Krishna do it, right? We can be extremely effective as instruments, as Krishna can use us in many ways. We work for him, and let Krishna allow to work through us. So basically the service, submission, mood in passing on the message. That was the mood which will help to spread Krishna consciousness. So let's pray so we can become a humble servant, a sincere servant, and chant enthusiastically with a prayerful mood so Lord Krishna can descend in our hearts, in our lives, in our communities and remove all the darkness, the ignorance, the nescience in my lives, in our lives, and give us pure premadhana, pure bhakti, pure devotional service. Panchtatvatmakam Krishnam Bhakti Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakti Shaktikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Advaita Acharya Appearance Day Ki Jai, Jagadguru Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai, Samavita Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki Jai, Dai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank you for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you. Dhamma Pranam.
Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
People.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
People, thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.